welcome to 2Inspire Nutrition, and I'm here today with Daniela Laura, and she is a WBFF Bikini Pro model and a health coach and personal trainer. Dani was born in Brazil and moved to the United States in 2006. Welcome, Dani. How are you today?
Hi, I'm fine.
All right.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, we're so glad to have you on the cover this month. It's an exciting time. So tell me a little bit about, so you moved here to the United States in what, 2006?
Yes, in 2006, looking for a better life.
Okay.
So I started working. I met my husband here. I end up having 2 kids, and I'm already here for 14 years now.
Wow. Wow. Excellent. So how did you get into actually getting into the health and fitness industry originally?
I always loved to models. You know,
Okay.
it was always my dream to be a model.
Okay.
And just recently, like 5 years ago, the fitness started to grow a lot on social media. And I got the opportunity to see a lot of Brazilian famous athletes from over the Instagram. And I got inspired and I started training. And I started seeing my progress and I love it. And I keep going. Like it's been 5 years since I started competing.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. So like during, like with COVID and during all this craziness that's going on, how are you able to work out effectively?
You know, thankfully I have a little space, a little gym at home.
Okay.
So I bought a few more equipments and I built like I have my little space here. So I was able to train with like, I had no problem with that. I trained the whole quarantine.
Yeah, so I have a home gym too. And the thing I love about that is, you know, when you go and you're going to go work out at a gym, you know, to get everything around and to go and then actually go to the gym and then you finally get there and then you work out, you know, with weather, it's really easy to make excuses when you have to get in the car and go to a gym. So having it at your house is always very, very nice to actually get your workout in, because I just don't even think about it. I just walk kind of out there and just go for it.
It is, you know, your comfort zone. You don't have to get ready. You're not worrying about people watching you.
Yep.
You just focus. But it also can be, it's challenge sometimes. Sometimes you get lazy, but like me at the point I am right now, like I'm very focused, very dedicated. So I just put my music here and you know,
Sure.
and I have time.
Yeah. So what is what is a training day like for you? Because I love it at the home gym, you have your own radio, you have your own music. What is a workout like for you on a daily basis?
What do you mean?
Like how long do you usually work out a day?
I usually work out for 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
And I add another, if I'm in my off season, 15 to 20 minutes cardio.
Okay.
If I'm competition, 30 to 45 minutes cardio.
Okay. Is there a big difference between competition period and non-competition as far as what you eat?
Yes, a lot. It changes a lot.
I'm sure that's that would be, how hard is it to get back into, how long is the competition season?
Usually 12 weeks.
12 weeks?
It depends, but because I've been doing it for so long, it depends of what my body looks like. Like this prep, I took 7 weeks.
Oh,
it was
wow.
7 weeks for me to get ready, to be ready.
Good for you. That's great. So do you have an actual, Dani, do you have a preferred diet that you like?
No.
Okay. So, and with being a personal trainer, how long have you been a personal trainer and a health coach?
Say again, I'm sorry.
How long have you been a personal trainer and a health coach for?
I just started in July.
Okay, excellent. And you have an app that you're on and whatnot?
Yes. The health coach, I've been doing it for a while because I do online. I provide people with the diets and nutrition and workout programs. But one-on-one personal training, I started in July.
Oh, wow. That's fun. And do you probably do it all virtually or do you do it at your house?
No, I do it here, one-on-one.
Okay.
And I do virtual too, online.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's excellent. And people have no problem getting in there and getting in shape, huh?
Well, they a little bit sometimes. You
Okay.
gotta motivate and keep pushing them.
Yeah.
Make them believe that it is possible, that it's real. So, I'm the example for them.
Sure.
Like having 2 kids, I always tell them my experiences, and I really make them, I tell them that I make them believe in themselves.
Sure. Yeah, and we all need that. That's for sure. And that's and I mean that's a great way to do it. So, what made you actually want to be a competitor and actually get into the competitive field?
I wanted to I wanted to go to find what I could do, what I was able to do. I want to see the maximum I could do.
Sure.
'Cause I was never happy with myself.
Right.
So I started just for fun. I wanted to be in shape. And then I fall in love. The minute I will step on stage, I fall in love. I'm like, this is what I want to do. Regarding the placements, it's always so fun. There's always something good
Sure.
about competing. That's what keeps me going.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. And was it really scary the first time you stepped on stage?
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I messed up my whole presentation. I was very nervous.
Sure. How long are you usually on stage for when you do a competition?
It depends how many girls are competing in my class. Like usually 15, 20 girls. So we just walk around like about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Like you do your presentation and then you line up in the back while the other ones finish their presentation, and then they call us for the first call out with they compare us, and see who's gonna be first, second.
Oh wow. Wow, that would be scary. So that's and you competed for how long?
5 years.
Okay. What would you say as far as like what type of advice would you give others who actually wanted to compete, like as far as getting out there and just doing it?
I would say do it for yourself.
Okay.
Because you never know what's gonna happen. But no matter what, like I said, there's always something good about competing. It's you competing with yourself. Although you're competing with others, it's you competing with yourself. And as long as you're better than you were yesterday, you were winning.
Yeah. Oh, that's an awesome way to put it. My younger brother's an athlete, and he's always done really good at competing with himself and making sure that his PR is very important to him, his personal best. He throws hammer. And I've always admired that about him because me personally, he always says I have show muscles. So, he always makes fun of me because I have show muscles. I'm not doing as many deadlifts and whatnot as I should, but he's always been very good at competing with himself and making sure his personal best is what he's doing. So I love that. I think that's a great way to look at life, because if you start comparing yourself to others and whatnot, then you get, yep.
You end up getting frustrated,
Yep.
and you think you're not good enough. So you have to really focus on yourself.
Yep.
Focus on yourself and, just do your thing and go out there with confidence and show your work and be proud of yourself.
Yep.
That's what I do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. So what is your nutrition like? What are your meals like, and what type of protein and how much what are your meals like during competition, during the days of competition and whatnot?
When I'm competing, and when I'm prepping for competition, usually I eat 5 to 6 meals a day. Okay. And it's oats and eggs, chicken, sweet potato, vegetables, a lot of greens, spinach, arugula. I use a lot in this prep, arugula, and protein shake.
Okay. What do you suggest for people who are trying to get down to their ideal weight, and what do you suggest as far as is that the biggest thing nutrition, or the biggest thing working out in your mind?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
Is the biggest thing like how they eat, or is it how they work out, or a mixture of both? If somebody really wanted to get to their ideal weight
no, they have to train and they have to diet properly.
Yeah. See, because I've always given myself a little bit of leeway as far as on my eating side, as long as I train harder. But I've noticed that as I eat better, I usually end up getting a better physique.
Okay.
So, what do you think the biggest problem is? Like we deal with in America, we have so much obesity now. What would you say to help people get past that? Besides, I mean, is there any type of goals that you tell them, or any advice you could give people to get in there?
I just think people have to watch what they eat, stop eating so much junk, and start having a routine, do a little exercise daily,
Hmm.
you know? It's simple. You just gotta be consistent.
Sure, sure. And that's obviously big for you. Obviously, you do that all year round.
Yes, I don't do nothing crazy and extreme unless I'm closing to competition. Like the last 2 weeks, the diet gets really hard. Like you're always hungry. But in my everyday, I just try to eat healthy. I have my cheat meals on the weekend. I enjoy my life. I have a glass of wine. You know, I don't like to have rules. I think everyone is different,
Sure.
and we have to enjoy life. It
Yeah.
has to be it has to be pleasure.
Yeah.
It's not a sacrifice all the time.
Yeah. And your consistency allows you to have fun a little bit too, because you're doing it all the time. So it's not so much of a
Yes.
punishment to have a glass of wine or whatnot.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
So I guess what else, is there any advice you would give as far as to a younger you when you started, before you were in competition? Any advice you would give a younger version of yourself when you first started?
Um, um, Believe in yourself. Whatever you want to do in life, you know, it is possible. Just believe in yourself. Make put in your mind, have the right mindset, and just go for what you love.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that you eat 6 meals a day, because that's always what I've always appreciated, that with the abs diet and whatnot, is eating every 2 hours. Do you usually, when's your first meal usually?
My first meal, it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock?
Usually 8 to 9 o'clock.
Is there a certain time you stop eating every day?
What do you mean?
Is there like, do you like stop eating before, some people stop eating before 7 or 8 o'clock at night? Is there usually
No, I don't have that. I like I said, usually have 5 to 6 meals a day.
Okay.
When I'm not competing, if my meals are bigger,
Okay.
because I try not to be so like extreme, like waiting my food all the time. When I'm off season, I'm a little relaxed. Um, I already know the amount of food I usually eat, so I try to satisfy myself. Sometimes I eat 3, 4 meals. And when I'm hungry, I eat.
Yeah.
And if it's nighttime, I go to the things that I know it's gonna be good for my body.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, it's a lot easier when you have healthy foods. I noticed that when I have healthy foods around, it's a lot easier to snack on them. But if I have bad foods around, it's easy to snack on them too. So It's a lot of what you keep in your cupboard.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, I don't have, the big thing is how is it if somebody wants to train with you, if somebody wants to work out with you, how do they get a hold of you?
They can contact me over my Instagram,
Okay.
or they can send me a message or call me on my phone number, 732-986-7634.
Okay.
Or can also email me,
Okay.
DanielaLaura32@gmail.com.